We are rolling, 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 rolling. Yeah. How is everybody doing? So it's going to take a second to get up and running like we've experienced. I want to welcome everybody to the REI Courage podcast. I may be getting a little background noise, but I wanted to welcome everybody today. It is Tuesday, January 12th. We have the REI Courage episode 10. Yolanda, the Powerhouse Realtor, you are the 10th. You are in the 10th episode. Ninth guest. I
Awesome.
was the first one. So, but I
It's a
appreciate
lucky
you coming.
number.
Yeah. So I appreciate you coming on. And I don't even know, like, you guys read her bio, like Powerhouse Realtor networking has done talks for it, like the Superhuman wholesaling empire. Like Bryson was on last week, another member of their group. And amazing in her own right. Like her story is so inspirational. And we talked again, like a blink of an eye. It was a half hour and I was just amazed. And so I wanted to bring her on so she could share her story and then impart that, like, REI courage, the word courage, I would like equate to this woman hands down with what she's been through and the ability to just have a mindset of like, it's not going to get me down. I'm going to do this. Like, this is the woman to talk to. So Angelo's already on. You're showing us some love.
Hey,
If you guys are on, show us some love. He said,
love
"What's
you.
up here? We hear, sis. Love you so much. Superhuman family." So Yolanda is like, comments come in as you saw with last week, and yeah, we'll pepper them in, and I'm sure we're not going to have a problem filling up an hour. And I will need to cut it at like 55 minutes because I do have another appointment after this, but I know it'll go by in the blink of an eye. So with that being said, Yolanda, I'm going to hand it over to you and just go into your story, and we'll freestyle from there, and we'll just provide some value. So Angelo, thank you for starting it off. Show some love, shout out to Yolanda on here, and let's get some good engagement. She is looking to provide value and love on you guys, so let's give her some love. And Yolanda, I'll hand it over to you. Go for it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Josh, for having me. I really appreciate that. My story started about 3 years ago. I wanted to get into investing. I knew that I wanted to do something in real estate, just wasn't sure how. And honestly, 10 years back, 10 years ago, I really wanted to be a real estate agent, but being a mom, being a wife, also working a 9 to 5, it was super hard trying to get into the real estate industry. And so I literally would look up information all the time. I wanted to get into it, but just kind of didn't know how it would fit into my schedule. Fast forward to 3 years ago, I started really getting into classes, and I would go to these investment classes, and everybody was like, you need an agent. So I went back and got my license and became the agent. Prior to that, I had met Aaron, wonderful guy in Texas. I'm from Maryland. So in Maryland, a lot of people paid plenty of money out for real estate events, came back, didn't really get much out of it. It was like they give you crumbs, so to speak, and then they don't give you the whole cake because you got to buy into the programs. And so I was one of the ones that came Saturday, spent time away from family, and really didn't get anything out of the program. So I met Aaron, told him my story. We just kind of hooked up since then, and it's been great. Real estate, I've become an agent now 2 years, and I love real estate. I love how it has truly changed my life. Prior to being a part of the Superhuman campaign, I would have never been where I am today. With the knowledge that the campaign has shared and with the value that I have as an agent, it has allowed me to get my first sub-2 deal where I now cover the mortgage payments and I'm subject to the original loan terms of the lender. The lender is a private money lender. It was an investor, and I literally got my property by networking. I am a firm believer in your network is your net worth, and that's why I'm a part of the Superhuman campaign as a real estate agent. It allows me to be around so many different investors. It just opened up my doors to so many different things, networking with a bunch of people. I believe if you know what you're strong at, you focus on what you're strong at, and whatever you're not strong at, you connect with other people that have what you don't have. And by connecting, you're really able to build your net worth. That has truly changed my life. Is the reason why I'm here today and why I am continuing to grow. Being a part of the Superhuman family has just been, like I said, it's an energy. Everybody, we all family. We all just met this year, and only meeting them one time and talking to them socially every week, it has truly just changed my eyes and just opened up to so many possibilities. With that being said, I use the group to literally network. And what I mean by that is I'm working with investors. If I find a property, the investor is putting up all the rehab cost, and I'm listing it as an agent. So I'm networking that way, and I'm getting my real estate out in that regard. So I'm able to work in both platforms, which again has truly changed my life. Right. And so now I'm able to do things. But through that, the struggle became just being a woman. Being a woman and being in this industry is super, super hard, because for men, you guys, the wife is taking care of the home, we're taking care of the kids, we're doing the cleaning, we're doing, everything that you don't get to see on the back end. And I feel like men are just dominating in real estate because you have these strong women behind you that are doing the back scenes when it comes to caring for the family. As a woman, we're trying to do both, right? So we're trying to juggle careers, we're trying to juggle kids, and it is super hard. So my struggle and my passion came out of being in a verbal abusive relationship. I was in this relationship for 11 years, and it's part of the reason why my real estate career really didn't kick off. I couldn't really tend to both. And great man for his kids, he's great with his children, but as a husband, it did not give me that platform to be who I wanted to become. So over this past year, I've just continued to push through the struggle of being homeless. I literally was staying in a hotel when I got out of that abusive situation. And again, it was verbal abuse. It wasn't anything physical, but abuse is abuse, whether it's verbal, if it's physical, it still weighs down on you. And when you're with someone and that's not that support system, it was really hard to kind of keep pushing in that same environment where somebody's telling you you can't be a real estate agent and you're not going to succeed in real estate and what you're not going to do. I had to let go of barriers. And once I walked away from that situation, my life truly just opened so many amazing doors. And I truly would not be here if it wasn't for that. I'm a firm believer in God, and I believe God has everything happen for a reason. And when God is taking you to another level, those around you who are not a part of that where you're going, they can't stay. And so when you learn to let go things and you continue to push and you don't give up, the abilities, the things is possible. So, nothing's impossible with God. I'm a firm believer in I can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens me. And I use that spiritual growth that God has given me to be able to continue to push into real estate. So now I'm able to travel, do real estate. I'm able to network with people, just getting myself out there, knowing all that I can be. And I want to encourage people to do the same. The same thing that I did, anybody can do it. And it starts by just networking. Even if you're not sure where to start by being open, be vulnerable, have a conversation with people. God can use you when you're open, when you're vulnerable, when you're authentic, when you be yourself. That's when God's able to move. I'm a firm believer in moving, create miracles. So even if you're moving, if you're afraid of those first two steps, continue to push, continue to move. Even if you're scared, move scared. But if you take those two steps, you're doing it in a way where you're continuing to move. Be around like-minded people, positive people who influence you, who inspire you, who motivate you. And that's part of the reason why Kimberly Pittman and we created the Superwoman group. I'm very excited about this group. This is Superwomen of Real Estate. So it doesn't matter if you're a real estate agent, if you are a investor, if you're into financing, whatever you're into with real estate, I encourage you to join this group. This group is getting ready to be the next wave. Remember, I said that. In this group, I'm providing value. I'm providing education. And also, I want to work on long-term funding. So we want to be able to fund women deals for whatever it is that they want to be, whatever it is that you want to do. I just really want to encourage people that the possibilities is enormous. We limit ourselves because it starts in our mind. I've really learned that the mind is the most powerful thing that we have. And again, I'm spiritual, so the enemy can only attack your mind. He cannot attack anything else but your thoughts. And so, if we're able to overcome our thoughts, and we're able to continue to push and move forward, there is nothing, absolutely nothing that we cannot do. And so, I just wanted to share that message with everyone. Again, just networking has really changed my life.
Yeah.
It truly has.
Oh, Yolanda. So I was taking notes there, like that little spiel of like 5 minutes, and I got nuggets like, learn to let go. Movement creates miracles. Move scared, which is the definition of courage. A lot of people, and that's the thing. A lot of people get into business in general, but just they think that the people that are making moves and actually accomplishing. Hang on one second. I'm getting some echo here. Let me. All right. So I'm not. Anyway, we'll get that fixed. But it's not that we're fearless. It's not that you're fearless. It's not that anybody's fearless. It's that we all have fear, and we're acknowledging it and still moving forward. So, touch on a little bit for me the Superwoman group. For me, my experience, I've always had strong women in my business that have always kept me in, I won't say in check, but kept my head straight.
There you go.
Yeah. And after going into this for a little bit, I've got a bunch of comments that came through. We'll go through those. But can you touch on the balance between like how you see men operating in this business versus how you see women have operated? I know like in St. Louis, Christina Spells, my former partner, Alyssa Foley. I can't believe I blanked on her name, but like there are strong women in every market, killing it.
Big old facts.
Go into that a little bit while I try to fix my mic and get the echo.
I sure will. I feel like with women, we balance the household and we're also balancing their career. So I feel like with women, the time is, we don't have enough time like the men have to really put into their business. With men, there are things that they can do that, again, they're not taking care of the household, and not saying that they're not financially, they are, but the women are there. The women are cooking the meals. The women are cleaning the home. The women are, handling the kids. When I was married, I would take my kids to sports. I have 3 boys. So I was running to every different practice that they had Monday through Friday. Yeah. My husband worked a full-time job, as a car salesman. And so he's out to like 10 p.m. So during that time, I'm working my 9 to 5. I get up and pick the kids up from school. I'm dropping them off at practice. I'm staying at practice 3 hours, Monday through Friday. And then by the time I get out of the practice at 8 o'clock, now I got to run home. I got to cook dinner. And it literally took me 8 months to get my real estate license because I didn't have much time to study. Where with men in the industry, I feel like you just get up in the morning, they go to work. So you have more time than women have to put in the business. I want to see more women this year be powerful in real estate. I want to see more women this year grow. So whatever we need to do to make sure that home is taken care of, I want to see women putting more time into the business. And now with the pandemic and everybody's working from home, this has created a new wave that we can work from home and have time into the business. I challenge every woman to just time block more. The more that we're able to time block, the more that we're able to put into our business. The same that we would put into a 9 to 5 for another corporation is the same that we need to put into our business. And, again, I don't have anything, I'm not being sexist with men or women, but it's just facts that women are more nurturers. So we're going to make sure the household is good. We're going to make sure the kids are okay. We're going to make sure all of that is handled. But the time that we have to put in our business, I feel like when women are doing things, we get overlooked. You have men that step out and they're more powerful and they're more bold and they're more, more with the numbers. So you see a lot of them and you see women doing good. And I have to be honest with this. Whenever you do see men doing good, is a female behind them that's an assistant, that's their VA, that's something that is pushing that male. So I don't think it's all the male. I'm just saying, behind every male is that strong woman. That's that backbone. That's that organizer. That's that person to keep men straight. So as women, we have to keep ourselves straight. We got to still empower ourselves. We got to uplift ourselves because it's hard. It's times you have where you don't want to even do it. You're so exhausted by the time the end of the day from everything else that is on our plate that you're just mentally drained. So creating a superwoman, we had a powerful, powerful prayer on Monday. I encourage everyone, 7 a.m., come pray with us. We're doing mental meditation. So it's just not about prayer. Yeah. Prayer, you ask. Meditate, you receive. And so I'm teaching women how to pray. I'm teaching women the tools that we need to get up every day to set that mindset. I've just been learning that, money is energy and energy is money. So when you get up in the morning, you set your day, you set your intentions for that day, you focus on what inspires you, create a vision board. This is my vision board here. Yeah. Create things that you can get up that's going to inspire you to continue to push. And with that being said, I think that is no limits to what women can do. And we are natural super women. Like, women are super women. We wear many capes. We wear many hats. We multitask. I can't tell you, my car is literally my office. I'm in a car. I could pull up something on Bright MLS. I'm looking at, deals. I'm talking to clients and I'm driving my kids to wherever they need to go or still handling the day-to-day, aspects. So I just want to really encourage women. This is our year. This is our season. There is nothing that you cannot do. If you have a thought, just do it. Again, like I said, if you do it scared, at least you're getting out there and just do it. But don't not do it. Don't talk yourself out. Don't not think about it. Again, if you're taking 1%, this is what we say in Superhumans. If you move 1% and you increase your ability to do something better than you did the next day, then that's moving forward. That's effort that you put. Even if it's 1%. Every day, just continue to push. Yeah. And it's hard to do it. So the mindset is important.
Yeah. Well, and you hit on it. I mean, so many things to unpack there that like just nuggets and drops and you are it's not that one sex is better than the other. For me it's a yin and yang. But you are right, at least for me. Like I'm very driven, very ambitious, not a very easy guy to live with. My wife, like I wouldn't be anywhere close to where I would be if she wasn't. And support can look different as long as it's healthy. But like if she's not kicking me in the butt, telling me like, yo, dude, like you're better than this. Get moving, right? And so it's a balancing act. And yeah, it's some of my clients are women, and it's one of those where you guys are, and I say you guys is.
I got you.
Yeah,
it's Superwoman. That's what we call it. This year's Superwoman. No woman left behind.
Superwomen.
Hashtag that, y'all. No woman left behind. Superwoman. Yeah. Let's go.
It's that nurturing ability and naturalness does have the ability to be taken advantage of. And like definitely. You said, your partner was not supportive. And so if that support isn't there, as you move up those levels, like you have to let that go in order to get where you're going to be. It's a matter of sometimes those things need to be let go, and they need to fall away, and they need to move forward. So I commend you and your mindset and your vision board. I saw your vision board at the beginning of the year, your presentation that you were making on it, and I was like, yes. That's impressive. Like that's a like you guys can see a little bit of it in the screenshot, but it is, how big is that thing?
It is huge.
Yeah.
It is huge.
And I have no doubt
every day.
Like all of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I literally at nighttime I put lights around it because I want to be in the bed and I want to look over and still see what my goals are. I want to dream about them. I'm reading this powerful book with the ladies. We're going to be digesting it on Sunday, but it's called Eat, Pray, Hustle.
Nice.
This is the most powerful book I have read. Dream Chasing God's Way. And it just really talks about your dreams, your vision, doing things, in a way where I want to wake up in the morning. I want to set my tone. I want to set my day. And
Yeah.
I want to be able to have God lead me in what it is that he wants me to do. And forming this Superwoman group, like I said, is going to be the biggest group that you have seen out there. I'm talking collaborating with women all across the world. And my goal is just to empower everyone, for us to empower each other, because it's not just my group, it's our group. This is
Yeah.
a woman's thing. And I encourage people to join. I encourage people to invite people to join, because this is definitely get ready to be the next wave. And my goal with this group is to take women where we can really exceed and excel in real estate and be who we are. I don't want no limits to stop us on far as your credit, your background, anything. I don't want nothing to stop us this year. We already on a flight and we done took off already. I'm sorry. Like, listen, guys, we already took off. It's going to be an amazing year. I'm just looking forward to what God has for us as women. And I think it's our season. And no disrespect to men, but women being nurturers, God can use us more. We're more open. We're more vulnerable. As women, we cry. And I believe when you cry, that gives God the ability to move. And so when women collaborate, it's just something about that whole atmosphere that God can just really work. And when I saw that on Monday during a prayer, it just let me know that this thing is getting ready to be big. If I'm thinking how big it's going to be, God will go beyond what you can even think of or imagine. All you have to do, again, is be open, be vulnerable, and be authentic. I think in this business, everybody try to look at what the next person's doing and they want to mimic what the next person's doing. But I encourage everybody to get in your space and do what God is setting in your life to do. You can't be like the next person. You can't do what that next person did, because that's not your path. You have to really follow your path and what God is calling you to do. And so, I just want to uplift. I want us as women to just know that we can do all things. All we have to do is stick together. All we have to do is collaborate. And once you start giving a conversation, then you find out, oh, that person do this, you do this. Okay, I do that. Now we can do this and create something big. So this group is bigger than myself. I'm excited to be a part of this group. And again, I encourage anyone who is looking for support, if you're looking for real estate information, if you're looking for knowledge, if you want to just get that value, if you just want to have some sister time. I love my sisters. Everybody know I will tell them I love them. I love everybody. God is love. And so for me to push that energy out, law of attraction, you get in what you get back, you receive what you put out. And so, I just want to have an impact on the woman community, especially. We went to the gala in October, and this is where this process came from. But October, all the Superhuman family, we got together and we started celebrating everybody who made six figures in their business. And I seen women up there, but the women that were up there were standing beside what? The man, right? And it's their business together. But I didn't see a single woman up there representing her own business. And I called Aaron and I'm like, bro, I'm going to be on that stage. So for everybody in the Superhuman family, not only will I be on that stage, but I'm encouraging and I'm inspiring more women to follow me up there. And so I want us to fill that stage with so many people that are making six figures in their business and being women and not standing with the man, but doing it on our own, because we already have all the tools and resources we need to do it. All we need to do is recognize the power that's within us. Greater is he within me than he within the world. And when I say that, I mean that the Holy Spirit that God has given us that's inside of us is greater than the things and the people of this world. So you got to remember that. You got to start your day knowing that there's a power inside us. And as long as we activate that power with positive affirmations, with prayer, with, a spiritual group of like-minded people, and you start seeing that power move, you're able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you can actually even think of. And then if you're doing that, God's going to double that just because of what you're doing for others. This year for me, it's not about myself. It's about others. How can I serve my women? How can I serve my community? And as a real estate agent, I am here to serve my clients with knowledge. I am here to serve my clients with my authentic self. I am here to serve my clients. It's so many agents in the world. What makes me different? Well, what makes me different is the fact that I am relatable. I'm authentic. I'm going to give you knowledge. I'm going to hold your hand, and I'm going to take you the whole way. Today alone, I had 4 people already sign up today for consultations for me. I talked to a woman last week, and she said, I talked to an agent last week, and she wanted to hurry up and send me to a lender, but she did not listen to what I needed. You got to listen. You cannot get anywhere in life serving people if you're not listening to them to find out what they need. And so for me, I'm providing all my clients with all the knowledge that I have. Everything I got, I'm giving 1,000% so that they can go out and chase their dreams and get that home and empower them. And when God puts someone in my life, it's not just necessarily about a home, it's about relationship, right? I want to build a relationship with that client so that that client can go tell other clients, and then they can send me more clients. It's about the value. It's not about money. It's about relationship. If you're into this business and you're into this business looking for quick money, get out. Because seriously, nothing is quick in real estate. And when people think that they're making money quickly, you're sadly mistaken. Because when you're doing things like that, you're in it for the wrong reason. And I'm not saying people don't, get good deals and you got great things going on. But when your intentions aren't there and you think you're in real estate for a quick buck, get out. Because, you might have a deal under contract, it might fall apart. You still got to be okay knowing that deal might not get through.
It's looking for that perfect or that magic pill that's gonna fix everything for you. That's not how this works. It's not how life works. It's not how relationships.
Not at all.
It's not how anything works, right? So
correct.
I want to read now, and Yolanda, you are so amazing. But let me read this comment. Angelo made this comment a little while ago, and I've sat on it because it's long. But I wanted to hit it because he says, sis, seeing what you've been through last year and what we have went through together. Also, I truly see a beautiful, strong woman. You inspire so many entrepreneurs, women, real estate investors, and your journey will continue to be blessed by God's promise. And he is using you as a voice to touch millions of people. I love you. Proud to see what you have accomplished. And I'll add to that, so far.
Thank you, girl. I love you.
Right. Yeah. And so, and then we've got, the super, No Women Left Behind, Superwoman of Real Estate. Right. And I'm going to connect you. I don't know if you've connected with a couple of the people in the St. Louis market. Yeah. The women in here, because I think you guys, there's women wholesaling houses that are groups out there that Alyssa launched, and it's getting huge. I think you guys could collaborate and create something gigantic.
I would love that. I would love that.
And you hit on so many things that I wrote notes down while you were like going off. And just FYI, like, this is why I made this platform. It's not just you hit on it; it's reciprocity, and that's what the like the mentor, the coach that's taken me through stuff. As the traditional side of real estate with agents are familiar with this, I think, more than the investing side. As far as like, it's not about me and the money. It's about how can I serve? How can I give back? How can we create something that creates a cycle that really, really makes everything work? And for me, what hit on, and this is why I brought you on, is you talked about what can I provide people that's unique? You have to have the courage to be yourself, because if you're trying to be somebody else, you're always going to fail, right?
Correct.
And so by doing that, you realize you tap into that superpower. And I think it was you that we were talking on the call, was like, the ability to be superhuman is just to be more of you as a human being, like to be who you are. You are special, in everyone has a special power, special superhumanness, right? And so, you hit on that. And for me, you said the crying and becoming available, like, for me, that, and I've gone through those cathartic moments as well. For it's surrender to me. It's surrendering that I'm getting out of my head and I'm putting it, like, I'm at the point where I don't know what else to do. Please direct me. Please give me some sort of.
And I think the difference between us and men with that is men looks at crying as a sense of weakness, and they don't want to show that cry, so they hold it in. Women, we will cry, we will embrace, we will nurture, all in the same tone. And so I believe when we do that, again, when we are vulnerable and we are open, it just gives you that ability to be able to be moved and to grow, crying and healing. And it's a way of letting it out. When we hold it in, which is what men do, they hold it in. Women, we let it out. And it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of growth. It's a sign of knowing, hey, something within me needs to change. And that's a moment for change. That's a moment, again, movement create miracles. And so even if it's small movement, if it's step by step, if you move an inch, if you do that 1%, guess what? You're 1% better than you were yesterday. And so, for me, with this Superwoman group, I would love to collaborate with any other group there. It's not like, oh, this is Superwoman, you're in another group, you can't be in. Like, come in. I invite everybody. Everybody who's looking at this, please inbox me, reach out to me. If you have a group, how can we collaborate? Again, I'm all about networking, just with women, but I'm about networking with everybody. If there's any ideas we can pass along, if it's anything that, we can share, I'm here to do that. I'm here to provide that platform to just help my women. And I know we got this. We got this. There's no doubt in my mind.
Without a doubt. And that's, why you're the Powerhouse Realtor. It's all about that networking and it's providing an opportunity. And you kind of hit on it. It's not a matter of God. For me, God doesn't give us stuff. He gives us an opportunity to become the person that we are meant to be, to get that stuff. And it kind of ties in with that message that Bryson gave us last week of like, for me, you're right too. Like crying, it's healing. And what Bryson said last week was you got to heal first before you move to that, heal that stuff before you move to the next level. So you've got, Jessica giving you smooches, it looks like. The emoji. Yeah. Gabrielle says releasing hurt makes room for the healing. Jen says bingo. And then Yolanda. Yeah. So you're go into a little bit when your decision to bring on a VA happened, because your VA is on fire, by the way, like on top of it.
Listen, for those of you who do not know, I have not been on social media today. My VA is so bomb. I thank God for bringing her in my life. She's the exact piece that I need. I am good doing this. I can go out to my clients. I can talk to my clients. I can talk to people. I'm good being the face. I'm horrible going back and typing up the notes and writing up an email and sending a link to this person. So I connected with her a couple months ago through another real estate who's my very good friend. And so I connected with her and I said, listen, I need you to hold my hand. And I'm not kidding. I'm good doing the face, but I also follow up with my clients because I want my real estate business to just autopilot. I want those referrals to keep coming. I want people to automatically get set up on a schedule. I want to help people, whether you're looking to rent to own, if you're looking to for first-time home buying, if you're looking for investing, like there's no niche that I'm not touching. And that's why I'm the Powerhouse Realtor, period. If you need anything in DMV, I got you covered. And my VA is the bomb. She's good with marketing. She's good with advertising. You can look her up. It is costly, a virtual assistant. She is so good at what she does. And she's definitely available. So if those that need VA services, hit her up. Tanae is the bomb. And we actually went to the same high school, which was super cool. A lot of people have VAs that are in the Philippines or they're out of the country. My VA is right in Maryland with me. Shout out to Tanae. You'll see much of her with me. And I'm just so appreciative of her. And a part of what I'm doing with her is also bringing value. I want her to learn and grow. I just don't want her to be a VA, but I want to teach her the investment game, so she's coming everywhere I go, she go. And when I say that, I mean that. I'm taking her everywhere with me. She's a very, very, very strong, smart woman. She's also a single mom. I see what's going on with her son. She always has her son. And so I just really want to help her as well, be able to quit her 9-to-5 job because she's still working right now and taking care of my business and her business. And so I really want to just, teach her the game as well, so that way she can come up and own some houses and do some great things. So when you work with me, it's not like this is where you are. It's a stepping stool to where you can grow. And I believe we have to provide that platform. We have to, be able to uplift and encourage. So anyone that is around me, get ready to elevate because we just going up, Teamwork makes the dream work. That's right, Tanae. Look at that beautiful picture there. She is a beautiful, and I really appreciate her. I thank her every day. I don't take lightly for her working with me because she does way more than just admin stuff. She's actually my friend, and we've become very close over the last couple of months. And I'm so proud of her, and I'm so happy that God put us together and connected us. So
yeah,
that's awesome. Tanae. You can reach out to her for sure.
Yeah, we got off the phone and like 3 minutes later, I had an email asking like, "Hey, what's this?" And I was like, oh, "Okay, awesome."
She goes everywhere with me when I'm talking to consultations now because it's on Zoom. We hook up and she's right there to just put all the pieces together. So I couldn't do any of this without her, and that's why I know my career is getting ready to go to the next level. I had to be able to, and this is in business, period. But you got to be able to delegate so you can elevate. You got to be able to do that. Because my thing is, I'm running a business. I'm not sitting behind the scenes doing stuff. I'm running that business.
Yeah. So real quick, Yolanda, like I said, we're 35 minutes in after a blink of an eye. So for a quick question or, quick rant or quick rabbit hole, we'll go down real quick after, and then I'll go through the comments and then you can answer this. But that step of bringing somebody on for a lot of retail agents, wholesalers, rehabbers, anybody that's in the industry, there is a step to bringing somebody on in your business. And that step for a lot of times can be something of, well, do I have enough to do it? Am I creating enough business to bring somebody on? And it is a responsibility. And a lot of people are afraid of that responsibility. Can you go into, did you have that fear? Was it something that came up for you? If it was, how did you handle it? Was it simply like, oh, there's no question there, I'm not even like doing, like, I'm going to just put this in place. Like, how did that process work for you? And then we'll go into these, actually, I'll do the comments real quick, saute on that for a second. And then Tanae, she dropped a bunch of teamwork makes the dream work. Go sign up for Yolanda's mentorship program. And I will hit on this too. A lot of people, when you come on podcast or all of this, it's like, hey, you can promote, or you like sometimes it's a scarcity mentality. And what hits me, and this comes up for me sometimes too, of like, oh, they're promoting. That thought registers for half a second and then goes abundance. And if you're really in abundance, you're meant to serve people that don't align with me. And I'm meant to serve people that don't align with you and don't align with other people. So if we are cutting each other off, we don't do anybody any service because we're starting to clinch down, we're starting to hold. So go, if you resonate, are you ready to, man, she is peppering this feed with amazing. That's
right.
Yeah.
Listen, I do consultation for investors. So if you're looking for an investment consultation, if you're trying to get into DMV, you're not sure what you need to invest in or where good areas are, you can get on my schedule. We can talk about what you're looking for. Again, I'm here to serve. And so everything that I provide is how can I serve that client? So whether you're a first-time home buyer, if you're looking for the rent-to-own program, if you're looking for investment consultations, if you're looking for a mentor to just talk to you about real estate in general, whatever it could be, again, I'm here to serve. Kimberly Pittman. Hey, Kimberly. That is who I do the Superwomen with. That is my business partner and friend. And she is such an amazing human being. I love Kimberly to death. And again, we created that Superwoman.
Yeah, Kimberly, we're going to connect. I text you. I still owe you a phone call. We've been missing each other, but we'll connect. So my plan is to have her on here as well because she's awesome.
Oh, I can't wait. She is fire. She is fire. She is the queen of Superhumans for sure. She keeps Superhumans in line for sure.
So Stephanie said, "Go Queen." Patricia wants you to come to Jersey.
Call me Patricia. Yeah, I'm not far away.
Tanner says, I love that view, Joshua, the view of scarcity or abundance. We need to move with abundance. Yeah. And that's
Tamara.
Yeah. And that's this mindset, belief systems. It is for me. And it's a shift for a lot of people that they believe like the people that are up on stages and gurus and that they are superhuman. Like they are given something that they don't have. Everything that is built, courage, tenacity, grit, abundance mentality. Like, it's all a muscle that you can build. The brain is a muscle. And if we don't take that approach, we think it's outside of our control. And for me, it's a combination of our mentality with the spiritual and God, and combining those two into something that works for you, the courage, right? At least for me.
And we gotta have that mindset. I mean, it really starts in the mind. You gotta have that mindset. You gotta protect your mindset. You gotta protect your peace. And you got to do that by all costs. We also got to be careful what we put into our minds. So that's things that we may watch, things that we may listen to. You got to really protect that. You ever heard the saying, and I know it's old, but the mind is a terrible thing to waste. When I was little and people used to say that, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But as I get older, I'm like, yes, the mind is definitely, it's like the devil's idol shop. You also heard that as well. So you got to be really, really careful about what you're putting into the mind. Read things that are positive. Look at things that are positive, and become those in abundance. And I believe, again, go back to being open, being vulnerable, being authentic. When you're able to do those things, it allows you to do it more abundantly, be who you are. I'm just excited to step into me this year. I've been hidden behind the family aspect. And I know many, many women are out here, whether we admit it or not, we hide behind, oh, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, but who are you? You're a wife and you're a mother, but who are you as an individual? What do you like to do? And I talked to someone about 1.5 years ago, and they said, well, Yolanda, your wife, your mom, but what do you like to do? What makes you happy? And I really was like, real estate. So why not capitalize off of what makes me happy? And so doing that, I have been the happiest I have been in years. People that I went to school with, like I'm that high school girl now coming back out. I'm like this bumble butterfly. I'm just filled with so much love to give. I have so much energy to give. I have so much to just give to the world that, I want people to remember me for having an impact on them. I want people to remember me from bringing value to them, being in real estate, being that powerhouse, knowing that you can come to me and you can get any side of the deal that you want to get. I can talk to you about both niches. And that's why, again, I'm the powerhouse, I'm not just in one niche. Like my man Bryson say, when we get our leads and we get our deals, we are here to serve that client. So if it's something that I've never done before, I may have never done a land deal before, but I'm going to work that land deal with the person who has done it. And then I'm going to learn in that moment. I don't need to be the best at everything, but if I connect and collaborate with someone that is, then I'm able to learn and grow as the leads and deals are coming along. So, and that's another nugget. I encourage everybody, don't try to be great at one thing. Some people say, oh, well, stick on this and see if that worked first before you go to that. Nope. Get your leads, serve the people, listen to what they want, listen to what they need. And if it's something that you don't have, connect with someone who does have it. So that way you're still harvesting that lead. You're still able to help that person. And guess what? If you don't get anything out of the deal, you've helped somebody. When you naturally do that from the inner being of helping, things have a way of just coming back to you in different ways that you could never imagine. And so if more people are more open to just help each other, and it's not even about real estate, but just in life in general, helping, serving, and coming from a good place. If you have good intentions, your heart is pure, people are going to attract to that energy. People are going to want to be around you just because of who you are. They might not even be in the real estate. They probably don't even want to buy a house. But because it is you and they're attracted to what you're doing, they might say, okay, well, let her teach me how to invest. I'm really not into it, but I just want to spend time. So let me figure out about this. And I've had people, do that as well.
Yeah. Yeah. It's people want to be around that. It attracts. And that's the thing. That is not, it's learned. Like putting yourself, it's just the courage of putting yourself out there. You are, as Angela says, on fire. Multiple. And she's in St. Louis too. So I think you guys are connected. Yeah.
Sure.
So we're at 45 minutes in the blink of an eye, like I said. And that question about hiring your VA, we'll just go into that process real quick. And then I've got a couple wrap up questions that I normally always ask unless we go over. So is that VA question, to get back, is that something that you had to consider? Is it something that brought any concerns up? Was it click for you and it was no question? Like, how did that work for you?
So I've been through a couple VAs. I've been through two, in fact, and they were horrible. Again, I'm really good at being the spokesperson. I could talk to clients, I could be out, but I was horrible with organizing. And so for me, it just, once I left so being at the gala at the Superhuman campaign, when we had the gala in October, coming back home on that plane, I was like, okay, this is where I struggle with. And I struggle with being organized, and I struggle with following up. And, I need someone to kind of be my assistant in everything that I struggle with. So that way it's easier for me to now create a system. When you don't have a system, you create chaos. You need a system in your business so that you could be more organized. And, for me, it was just a part of having that system that I needed. And I'm a firm believer as well, as, again, when you attract people because of your spirit and what you're doing, God has a way of aligning people to you to bring you what you needed. And I met Tanae, and it was really just, again, through somebody else. So God really sent Tanae to me to do what we're doing. And I thank her so much, because literally I feel organized, and people that know me, I'm late. I'm working on it better, but I come to things late, and Tanae will call me, she'll text me, she'll make sure like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do and be on time. And so for me, it was just realizing what I did not have and trying to add value to what I needed. And I wanted to have somebody that was in state. So when I found out that she was in Maryland, I was like, even better. Before just talking to her, I had no idea she was in Maryland. And now that I know we're together, like that powerful force is getting ready to take off as well. So I think it's important just to find what you need. And also, I really didn't have time to do the training of it, so to speak. When you get a VA, you got to really train them to your business and to what you need. Here I was connecting with her to say, listen, you know the systems, you know social media. I'm good with being the face, stick with me. And then I need you to do everything on social media platforms to just build my business up. I want people to see more of me. I want to let people know, again, how I'm different and how I can bring value. The 3 Ds in life that you will always need, no matter what business. You're always going to need your determination. You're always going to need your desires or dreams. You're always going to need dedication, and you're always going to need determination. Those are my 4 Ds. One of my clients actually had given me those 4 things. And it's so important to have, again, in any business or relationship. If you have desires, determination, dedication, and your dreams, you are good to exceed in anything it is that you want to do. And so I just encourage everybody, nothing's too big or small for God. Nothing's too big or small with you. And together with God, we can do all things. All things work together for those who love the Lord and called according to his purpose. And so when he has a calling on your life, I don't care what's going on, stay positive, stay the course, keep moving, don't stop. Even if you move afraid, the major thing is to keep going. Never, 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 never give up. And I really mean that. It has changed my life tremendous. I love real estate. I am real estate. My email address is Yolanda Loves Real Estate. That is the real statement. I could talk about real estate all day long. I could talk to me and Bryson be on the phone 3 hours. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm gonna call you later. Right. But we just love real estate. And when you're around people like that, it's always good to just, continue to build, continue to be around like-minded people. Creating a family is always wonderful to do. And I'm just glad to be a part of this. I'm glad to be a part of it. For sure.
Yeah. And you got people thanking you. Angela, thank you for the 4 Ds: desire, determination, dedication, and dream. I wrote them down and was going to go back in and put them after the fact, but I appreciate you, Angela. So if you need them, there they are. And so so we've got 10 minutes left. I'm going to ask you 2 questions and we're going to wrap up. The 2 questions I always ask. Number 1, what do you feel was easier than you expected getting into this industry? 3 things I asked, but if you can't come up with 3, no problem. But what do you think was easier? And then what do you think was harder than you expected for those? Okay. And that's the same question. And then I've got the last one.
I got you. So I think it was, the easy part in this industry is networking, to be honest, being open, talking to people. The hardest part in this industry is being consistent when you don't see results. Because in this industry, you can have a month or 2 months where no income comes in, but you're still putting out marketing and you're still trying to get clients and you're still trying to push. You still got a family to take care of. And so for me, trying to push through those when you're not getting the results that you want is the hardest, because you got to always protect that mindset. You still got to try to be positive, and that's the hardest to do when you don't see. Faith is the evidence of things unseen. But in life, it's so easy for us with our flesh eyes to look in front of us and see what we see. So, for me, I've just been channeling my mind to say, faith is evidence of things not seen, and know that this is not my situation. This is temporary. And I think when you keep that mindset, every no is a closer yes. So when you get those no's, when you're getting that rejection and you keep pushing forth and doing what you are called to do, the results are coming. You're really one step closer, but you just got to really remember during that time to continue to push and do what it is that you are called to do. Yeah. And I think that, in doing that, it's God molding us, right? He's creating things in us. We're learning from that. We can't get to a higher place if you don't have those, what we call growing pains. If you don't have any growing pains, then you're not growing. And that's just facts. So, you got to embrace those moments. Getting my license, for my real estate license, I failed the test twice. I passed the Maryland test the first time, but literally that third time, I literally put my hands over the notes and I was like, okay, God, you know the answer to the test. I know I'm supposed to be an agent. Let's work this supernatural power and let's get it. So had I given up on that, I would have never been a real estate agent. And, continue to push and coming through that, it really, really, really changed my life. Like, that is the best decision that I could have ever done, was go to get my real estate license. I can now do all things, with that license. I can connect with all people. If you're just in a business as an investor, you got to really get out and hustle for people. As an agent, I'm just marketing myself and my brand. And it's easy for me to also get all kinds of people through all walks of life that I can serve and help. And so, again, if I can do that, I'm here to do that for anybody that comes my way. Even if you're looking to get into real estate, you're not in the DMV area, please hit me up. I would love to talk to you. It's still things that I could be able to tell you and give value and nuggets to you. So don't think, if you're not in my market, that you cannot reach out. One last thing I want to leave you with, and you guys can't see this, but 2018, before I even became a real estate agent, I wrote in this book some prayers and some things that I was asking God for. Fast forward to 2021, I'm walking in everything that I wrote in this book. And it was scary to read at first, because I was like, okay, Lord, everything that I wrote down is starting to happen and I'm walking in it. And I'm just so grateful. So write your vision down, make it plain, pray on it. Write your guidelines down to what it is going to take for you to do to hit goals and reach your goals. And our accountability, we're all about goals and setting a date to it and just setting a tone so that you can be able to create your path. And so in doing that, it really allows you to set up for a successful business. Mind and meditation is so important as well for your business. And, together, God, we can do all things. And I just really want people to know that, no matter where you are in this life, in this business, you can do all things. You just got to keep going and connect with people who are doing it. See what they're doing. Talk to them. Reach out. And that's why I made that Superwoman group, because I want it to be a platform where people can be open, vulnerable, reach out. I need help, things going on. And we need to be able to be there to uplift, empower, and inspire.
Nice. Yeah. So the last question I always ask was, if you had one piece of advice to give. However, I don't know if you've hit it. Like, there's a common theme that has come across that I've gotten from you, and I love it. But I will ask the question because it's, standard. So what advice would you give to anybody in this industry, in this business, that one piece to take from this whole thing? They made it to the end. What would you offer to them? I'm going to guess, but go ahead.
I would offer them to be authentic, to walk in their truth, whatever it is. I would offer you to walk in your truth, be who you are, know who you're destined to be. And sometimes we don't know what that destiny is, right? But walking together with God, you can do all things. And so really, I would encourage you to just keep going. Even if you give it that 1%, never, 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 never give up. and protect your mind. Again, that mindset is the best thing that we have. It's something that no one can take from us. You can't pay for it. You can't take it away. But what you can do is work on your mindset, create positivity. And the last thing I want to leave you guys with is this, and this came from, I can't even recall, it's either Maxwell or Keith Everett, but time is your greatest asset. You can't buy time. Millionaires out here, they can't buy time. And once that day's gone, you can't get that day back. So take action today. Don't wait. If you're thinking about doing something, just do it. Take action. Do it today. Don't delay. Your life depends on it. More urgency. Do what you need to do and create more urgency in your life and work for your business like you're out working for that 9-to-5 business, because they already running the business. Somebody that owns your company is probably on the beach chilling with a Bahama mama and you at work, typing up on the keyboard. So put that same energy into your own business. And that's what I want to encourage everybody today. And protect your mind, peace, and spirit. Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Angelo says, Max, time is the only thing money can't buy. And that's,
there you go, Max. Thank you, bro. I couldn't remember who it was, but I know the video was dope when I watched it, and it really talks about that time. And it's so important for us to know that. So thank you so much, Charles, for having me.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. We're right up against the, like I said, right in the blink of an eye, in the blink of an eye, just like that.
20 minutes, right? No, right. It was fun. I really enjoyed it.
Podcast is fire. Keep going, sis. Love you. And I appreciate you coming on, Yolanda. You, like, the courage to keep going and not quitting is the first principle I always tell people. Like, you're going to come up against stuff that's going to make you want to quit. And every time you don't, you come back stronger and you come back more effective and you come back more intentional. And that intention helps you get laser focused. So Faith, everything that you were about on this podcast, I just appreciate you coming on and sharing your message and sharing your story and just giving everybody on here inspiration and everybody you come in contact to, because I haven't heard anybody that's, that hasn't said that you're just an inspiring person to be around. And, even in the short time I've gotten to know you, I'm, we'll touch base and we'll keep communicating as well. But give Yolanda some love. I'm actually going to hit one of these. Go into her Facebook group, scroll back through the comments. Tanae has posted numbers of them, so she's got it. She probably posted another one. Yeah.
Thank
Yolanda
you.
Says, free field of connect, send me a message. And Maureen says, this is what I'm talking about, making it happen. I love it. So I think on
Maureen, Maureen's in the Superwoman group. Yes.
There you go.
Thank you, ladies.
So I think that is a perfect stopping point. We're right at an hour. Thank you again, Yolanda. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. You can message me, comment on here. Yolanda's tagged in it, so we'll make sure that we take care of you.
And if anybody want to be a Superwoman, please reach out. No woman left behind. Yep. Please, this is our platform. So reach out to me. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much.
Yep. Superhuman, superstar, Powerhouse Realtor. You still got stuff coming through. Like Tanae is killing it on your profile. So thank you, Yolanda. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll talk to you soon. Too. All right. Thank you, everybody, and love you all. Bye.
See you guys.